industrial state of North Carolina, as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Bridgewater on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 27-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 19-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Draw play, Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Foles. open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Foles. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Robinson. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
Holes on the keeper. Intended for Cole Kmet. Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll look to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears.
Complete to number 80, Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101 to try to...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Chicago.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019. So a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap. But that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Complete.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it up and through.
It's the score. Bears 13. Panthers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Bears 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
A gain of 6. And the Bears 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First position.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
1-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Past the 20, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On the carry.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Bears.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Third down.
Foles. The catch made by Miller. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Chicago.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it'll be second and goal. Here's Foles. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 29, Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to look deep for more, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Joey Slye.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10. At
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 10 yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 41-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bears on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Chicago.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Bears.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much...
There he goes left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's got Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago,